Now, a Rutherford Weather Storm Alert.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Brian Barrett here in the Rutherford Weather Center. As soon as I got ready to go on the air here, we had a power outage, so everything had to reboot. So sorry, we're a little tardy to the game here. But for the most part, the severe part of this thunderstorm has not made it into Rutherford County that we're looking at. This is going to be a severe thunderstorm warning for the extreme northwestern part of Rutherford County. Let's put up the details here on the warning. And the severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for northwestern Rutherford County until 5 o'clock, so another 20 minutes for this. And we expect weatherology meteorologist Ray Miller to join us shortly. He called right when the power went out, so we expect to get him on here in just a second to talk about this. We're going to track it out for you here in just a second. But again, until 5 o'clock, severe thunderstorm located along a line from Bellevue to Thompson Station, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour, 60 mile an hour wind gust is the issue with this particular storm. So if let's do this without saying, the storm that knocked power off here at Rutherford Weather was one that is here in the area where we have the severe weather statement. That's the word. Sorry about the rush. Just trying to get everything in and on. I think we're in good shape here now, though. So the significant storm, not a severe storm, that is pushing just north of downtown Murfreesboro, Richard Siegel Soccer Complex, Siegel High School, out toward Nice Mill Dam, up toward Walter Hill School. That storm is causing some issues as well. But with that kind of being said here, let's go ahead and take a look at our severe thunderstorm. And that would be in some of the same areas that are seeing the rainfall right now. So from Nice Mill recreational area out to the Central Valley Trailhead to Walter Hill School, areas to the north and to the west. So this includes the SRM Concrete corporate headquarters out on 840. So this red line here that's running through, that is Interstate 840. It's going to also include parts of Smyrna. Well, really all of Smyrna with this. Smyrna and Laverne going to be in this. Really, if you get along and east of Jefferson Pike, it looks like that is not within this severe thunderstorm warning until 5 o'clock. Let's put the radar in motion here. You can see that the storm pushing through Franklin right now will be headed toward the northwestern part of Rutherford County here in just a few. So as we have this opportunity, let's move this storm to the north and to the east. Not sure why this is not cooperating. I'll get a storm track on it here in just a second. But again, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Rutherford County. And this will continue for the next, looks like 18 minutes or so. Let's see if we've got Ray Miller joining us. He is a weatherology meteorologist, going to take a look at this storm. And Ray, we had a significant weather advisory for the storm that is in just north of downtown Murfreesboro, but this severe warning is for the storm that's out in Williamson County and has yet to make it across the border yet, but it's getting close.
Some heavy rainfall, a little bit of small hail, and some gusty winds up to 40 miles an hour, which is not quite severe. That continues to move up to the northeast, up into the Walter Hill area. But the main event still back in Williamson County, lining up basically just along and south of Highway 96 now and moving to the northeast. So this is showing
on radar of 60 to 65 mile an hour winds, now moving into Franklin and College Grove, and it'll track northeast up toward Nolensville and then cross the county line into northwestern parts of Rutherford County. Laverne and Smyrna would be the areas that would be affected most likely by these strong winds. Less of a risk in Murfreesboro area itself. We're talking about the northwest corner of the county, seeing some strong winds as this line of storms continues to move to the northeast. Not a real strong hail signature here, perhaps a little bit of quarter-sized hail, but the primary threat with this is going to be strong wind as it moves across northwestern parts of Rutherford County. And again, that warning in effect until 5 o'clock this afternoon.
All right, Ray, thank you very much. And this may not be the end of the story. I think we're going to have several hours of potential for strong, maybe even severe storms.
Yeah, we've got a line of storms kind of arcing to the northeast across the region here as we head into the late afternoon hours. Behind that, we do have slightly more stable air, so that may cut into the potential for additional severe storms behind this. But there's some activity down in Marshall County that's moving northeast. That may be more of an issue for the rest of Rutherford County, even as this first storm catches really just the northwest corner of the county. So we'll have to continue to keep an eye on it.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Ray. That's weatherology meteorologist Ray Miller with an update here. Let's get an updated storm track. We're going to carry this through the northwestern part of Rutherford County, moving at about 40 miles an hour. And we're going to give you some times of arrival here, okay? So we are looking at Rocky Fork in the next 16 minutes. And if this severe warning holds together, I would say we are going to see this extended, because 16 minutes from now takes us after 5 o'clock. Doesn't look like it is going to hit the county before then. So if this particular part of the line of this severe thunderstorm kind of holds together, we'll either see an extension of this or we'll see a severe weather statement put out. So again, Rocky Fork 15 minutes now, College Grove 17. Let's move down toward Amaville in 17 minutes, Laverne 19 minutes, Smyrna in 20 minutes, Sand Hill in about 20 minutes, Blackman 23 minutes, Jefferson Springs 26 minutes. It's going to be about a half an hour before it heads into Leanna and Mona, Walter Hill, Silver Hill, and almost 40 minutes, 36 minutes to be exact, toward Compton. That's if everything kind of maintains its strength, okay? So that is an updated look at your times of arrival for what's going on here. Let's take the broad picture to just show. Here is Rutherford County. Let me put a circle around Rutherford County here so you can see where we're looking here. So this is the storm that's approaching that has the severe thunderstorm warning with it right here. That's what that blinking orange box is. Maybe this particular storm cell catches the southeastern part of the county, maybe, just maybe. And back in this area, we've seen some clearing in terms of not additional storm coverage. But we still have the front to move through, so it could trigger off some storms. But the good news is, as Ray mentioned, that this is leaving behind some potentially more stable air, which is fine with me. We could use the rain. We just don't necessarily want the severe stuff now, do we? All right. So right now, the storm is in Triune. So if you drive along 840, if you commute from Rutherford County to Williamson County, and you're along 840, anywhere from Triune, even back toward Franklin and Dixon, or know someone who is, and you're watching, you're going to see heavy downpours in this area, okay? And this is not one of those storms that is a risk for tornadoes, okay? And I'll just show this product to you. Normally, we talk about greens toward, reds away, right? Not seeing that as a problem here right now, so not really worried there. We will kind of look at our hail product. It kind of gives us an idea of what we may be seeing in some areas here, and very, very small hail. This is going way up into the atmosphere, and if it's reaching the ground, it's going to be maybe pea size. But this particular warning did not really warn for that. It was warning for damaging winds. One other thing, and if you will give me the opportunity to do this, I need to pull up some information here. See if I can jump into the National Weather Service chat. I had all of this ready to go. I did. And then computers, right? So just one second. Let me put the radar into motion so that's what you can see here. And I will tell you that what triggered the special weather statement, that is moving on up toward Wilson Elementary School, just past the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex, maybe toward Las Casas, and that has not been extended at this point. So that's good to know. See, from the National Weather Service, the severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect, and that remains in effect until 5 o'clock. This was put out just a minute or two ago. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Radar indicated. Expect damage to roof, siding, and trees. So they did just update that severe warning. See if we're seeing anything with photos. Report from Murfreesboro Severe Weather on our chat. Report of power lines down on Broad Street at Medical Center Parkway by Toots. All right, so let me see if I can bring that up here. There we go. I've got 3 screens, and it is not wanting to pull into this one, but here we go. There we go. So here's a look at the photo. Appreciate that report. So it's maybe a little hard to see, but here's the line that's down. The electrical line across Broad Street. So that is going to cause some problems. See if there are any other reports here. There have been some reported power outages in Franklin. So there some information there on that. I believe that's all the updated info that we have. Well, I can show you. This is in nearby Franklin. So here is a photo of some tree damage down there in Franklin. All right. So this is coming in from the National Weather Service. Still seeing 50 to 60 mile an hour winds with the line of warned storms, Davidson, Williamson, and Rutherford County. Also seeing some intensification in another part of this up in northern Middle Tennessee. They are leaving the 5 p.m. expiration time. We're going to see how it looks in 5 minutes before issuing a new warning. So now you've got all of the completed information here on this storm that has yet to make it into Rutherford County. It's getting close. If we zoom on in here, so here is Rutherford County, Rocky Fork, and this is our radar in motion here. It's about to cross Highway 31A. So here's Nolensville, right under the banner. I guess you can't see that. Right under the live radar banner. So that's Nolensville. Here is 31A. And right here would be the Rutherford County line. So it is definitely getting close. See if I can go ahead and put another track on this, because we did, again, have some power outages and 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gust reported. So we're going to take it from the front end, take it here to the north. We just got a new scan in here. See if this pushes it forward just a little bit, but I think our track will be close. So 11 minutes Amaville, 12 minutes Laverne, Smyrna in 11 minutes. Little Hope 12 minutes, down toward Wade in 14 minutes, Florence 16, Jefferson Springs 18, Leanna 19, Mona 20, Suggs Creek, that's over in Wilson County, in 22 minutes. So this area that is highlighted in the orange are areas that will experience this thunderstorm. As we zoom in here, let me go ahead and draw my pin here. That's Stewart's Creek High School. This is Stewartsboro Elementary, Rocky Fork. Here's Smyrna High. Here's the Nissan Assembly Plant, Nice Mill Dam, Roselawn Memorial Gardens. Here's Browns Chapel Elementary in the Little Hope area, and Rock Springs Elementary. So that's kind of a zoom in on who's going to see this first. But again, you've got just a little time to go grab the trash can. The storm that kind of popped up ahead, this one that is now over toward Las Casas and Wilson Elementary, out toward Milton or approaching Milton. This is the one that I can tell you how hectic it was to jump on here. I heard the wind. I looked at the end of the road. Today was my garbage day, and the trash can was in the middle of the road. So I run down to the end of the road to get it, come back in, and my phone goes off. So I get everything set up, which I had been doing that prior to hearing the wind. And then click, everything goes off here at the Rutherford Weather Center. So I had to restart all of that. There was a phone call right before that with Ray Miller. He was going to go on the air with us. And we had to delay that a little bit. So Mother Nature playing with us here some as well. Storm about to enter the northwestern portion of the county, and we're 5 minutes away from the expiration of this warning. Will it continue? And it is going to continue. They're going to reissue the severe thunderstorm warning for Davidson and northwestern Rutherford County on into Wilson and Sumner counties. So that is definitely going to happen here in the next couple of moments. So with that being said, give me just a moment here. I want to go ahead and get connected so we can do an update on radio here. So give me just one moment. You can see the radar there in your picture. We'll be right back with you, get this new warning information to you. Testing. Okay, we have radio joining. This is Rutherford Weather, and we are tracking a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Rutherford County. This is in effect for the This is for the northwestern portion of Rutherford County here. So let's kind of take a look at this. We had a severe thunderstorm warning in nearby Williamson County that included northwestern Rutherford, but this storm kind of slowed just a little bit here on us. So we've also got a special weather statement coming in here as well. So let's get Ray Miller in to kind of decipher what we've got going on here. And Ray, we've got several of these systems. We've got a special weather statement now. We've got the severe thunderstorm warning continuing. So maybe you can update us on what we've got happening.
Williamson and Davison counties, but we are still those gusty winds, kind of the southern edge of those 60-mile-an-hour winds into western parts of Rutherford County now, and still tracking northeast. So the northwestern corner of the county added extended severe thunderstorm warning that now runs until 5:30. It was good until 5, now extended until 5:30 because those gusty still just to the south of Interstate 24 now and tracking northeast. So again, Laverne and Smyrna, you'll be looking at that potential for those strong winds. And then we have that special weather statement into the southern part of Rutherford County. That's for the storm that we were watching down in Bedford and Marshall County. Some 40 to perhaps 50-hour winds with that activity. Not severe yet, but it could strengthen as we get into Rutherford County. So we will have to keep an eye on that one as well. But for the time being, the severe winds, 60 miles an hour, moving into the northwestern corner of Rutherford County. And that's where we have that new severe thunderstorm that runs until 5:30 this evening.
Okay, Ray, several things to watch. I would say that where the special weather statement is, that area has really kind of been untouched with any rainfall, so that might be one of the areas where we could see this pulse up. It may stay below severe limits. We just don't know, right?
Yeah, we'll have to keep watching it. The air ahead of that storm still has plenty of instability with it. As you said, that's an area that has not seen activity yet today, and just looking at some of the observations around that area, we still 91 and 95 degree temperatures and points in the mid 60s. So that's plenty of heat, plenty of humidity to fuel for that storm to, at the very least, maintain its strength and perhaps a little further as it moves into southern parts of Rutherford County. So it certainly is worth watching.
Very good. Weatherology meteorologist Ray Miller with an update here on the severe thunderstorms that are in Rutherford County. We're on the Rutherford Weather Channel on YouTube, Facebook, X, and also Twitch on the homepage at rutherfordwx.com. We've also got WGNS Radio joining us. That's WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna. We're on the air here until for another 4 or 5 minutes here or so. And we want to just kind of give you the broad scope of what we're seeing here. So the severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for northwestern Rutherford County, and this is in effect until 5:30. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust have been reported with the storm. I do want to say, since we are on radio, and this report did not make it onto radio, and that is Broad Street. Got some issues on Broad Street in Murfreesboro. This from Broad at Medical Center, right there by Toots. There is a power line that is down. So if you're planning to travel in that area, don't, okay? Because I'm sure that it is causing some issues. I'm going to pop this up for those, once again, who are watching on the Rutherford Weather Channel. I'll pop it up here on the page. And for some reason, I have just lost that. So let me try that one more time. But yeah, this storm has just really been going for quite some time. And the situation that's going on down in Broad Street in that area, that was caused by a non-severe storm. But the storm, nonetheless, that kind of pushed through central parts of the city, did have enough wind to bring down a power line. And you're seeing that right there across Broad, right there by the Toots, where I had lunch today. So I'm sure that to get this, I mean, and it's across Broad Street, so that is going to be a nightmare. And we're 5 o'clock, 5:02. So it is drive time. Yikes. So keep that in mind. Back to the severe thunderstorm warning. This is not for Murfreesboro. This is for areas really from along Broad Street, Murfreesboro Road, right around where the Nice Mill Dam and the Roselawn Cemetery is, to the north, back to the west to Rock Springs Elementary School, and this carries it on through the county even on into the Nashville Super Speedway, Fate Sanders Marina, Four Corners Marina, and on into neighboring Wilson County. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. I can tell you that we did see some reports from this now that there were some wind damage reports coming out of the Franklin area. Okay, so let me get back down here to make sure we don't have anything else to pass along from our great National Weather Service, and we do not. So now this storm, the severe thunderstorm, pushing into Rock Springs, Stone Ridge, the Bridgestone Firestone Distribution Center along I-24, TriStar Medical Center. So both the Smyrna exits on I-24 seeing the strong part of this storm roll in. Laverne High School about to, it's really between the leading edge, Laverne and Motlow State, according to this radar image. So it's moving on at 40 miles an hour. John Coleman Elementary, Sharp Springs, the SRM Concrete Corporate Headquarters, Smyrna High School, David Urey. If you're in any of these areas, Stewart's Creek Elementary and Stewart's Creek High School, you're in the area of the severe thunderstorm warning. We'll track that out here in just a second. Want to make sure the south, let's call it the south central part of Rutherford County, from downtown Murfreesboro to the south, to the west out toward Rockvale, and to the east, really almost to the eastern border. Okay, that let's call it the southern third of the county under this special weather statement for the storm that is kind of coming in from the south. It's in Unionville right now, and we will be pushing in from the south. Let me get the details. We'll track that one first, and then get you to sports on radio, and we'll stay on the Rutherford Weather Channel. Wind gust up to 50 miles an hour, and it's moving at 35 miles an hour. We'll get you some times of arrival here real quick, and tracking this to the northeast, and we'll track this again at 35 miles an hour, and can give you some of the areas. Midland in about 7 minutes, Link 11 minutes, Versailles 12 minutes, Fosterville 13, Christiana 16 minutes, Rockvale 16 minutes, Crescent 17 minutes, Bell Buckle about 18 minutes, Barfield in 21 minutes, downtown Murfreesboro in a half an hour, and out toward Floration in about 33 minutes. That's for the non-severe but strong storm that is in the southern portion of the county. Now, a storm track on our severe thunderstorm warning here real quick, and I need to first pull up the details on that, see how fast it is moving. That may have changed. This is currently moving to the northeast at 35 miles an hour, so it has slowed a bit, which is kind of what I thought there. So let me track the portion that is going to affect Rutherford County here, okay? And we're going to carry this out to the northeast, and we'll carry it out at 35 miles an hour. Again, these times are approximate. Laverne in about 6 minutes. That's downtown Laverne. It's already at Laverne High School. Showing that the leading edge of this is going to be in Smyrna in about 10 minutes, 10 to 12. Wade, 15 minutes. Jefferson Springs, 15. And let's see, I think all of the rest of the areas are outside of the county. So this probably will be through the county in the next 10 to 15, probably 15 to 20 minutes, let's say. And if you know someone that is out on the lake at Fate Sanders, Four Corners, in that area, you'll want to make sure that they know to get off the water. We'll stay on the Rutherford Weather Channel on YouTube, Facebook, X, and also Twitch, RutherfordWX.com. If you want to continue to watch our weather coverage, stay with us here on the Rutherford Weather Channel. We'll break away on radio and rejoin our regular programming. Okay. One quick moment. It does look like that, it won't be too long, and hopefully we'll get this part of the storm out of the area. Not seeing a whole lot of lightning show up. It's kind of interesting. Areas where you see the pluses that are different colors, that's lightning strikes. Okay, so we've got some lightning strikes. Let me just pull up my pen here. Looks like coming into Nolensville, but honestly not seeing a whole lot of lightning strikes or any here in Rutherford County, so that is good news. Let's see about this storm down to the south. No, nothing down there at this point either, so that's good. Maybe this is on a weakening trend. We've got this sweep coming through. That is an update. As the radar swings around, it updates every so often here, every few minutes. And now we can see that out toward Rockvale, Champions Run, Eagleville School, nearing the heaviest of the rain, Versailles. It's already raining there, pushing into Rockvale right about now, pushing into Midland as well. Is that storm coming in from the south that has winds up to 50 miles an hour. Go ahead and put that in motion once again. It's kind of got a weird rocking motion there, maybe a radar situation. Let me take it out a few more frames. There we go. Yeah, definitely looks like we have some weakening going on here. You could see the brighter reds. Let me circle this area so you can see where we're looking. See the brighter reds, and then they kind of go to the oranges. That's the reflectivity showing how hard the rain is coming down, the intensity of the storm, and we're seeing that really kind of drop down there. So that is good news. Let's move a little further here to our severe thunderstorm warning and see if we see a weakening trend here over the last several frames, and we do. So just to kind of give you an area of where I'm looking here. No, I'm just kind of concerned about the part that is going to affect our Rutherford County area. And here's just a kind of a brief outline of the neck of the woods that we're looking at here. Here's the Rutherford County line. I've scribbled so much you probably can't really tell anything. So let's start over. Let me kind of outline North Rutherford County here for you. All right, so there are our county borders. So the area that we're really kind of concentrating on for this severe thunderstorm warning is right in there. The orange polygon that's flashing, that's the area that's under the warning. And as we look over the last several minutes, this takes us back to 4:30, so this gives us a 30-minute loop of this storm. When it was back in Franklin, you could see that had much more intensity. And now as it's coming through North Rutherford County, not quite as much. Let me check back here with our National Weather Service. Any hail is going to be very small. I did just see someone ask a question. It's going to be, anywhere pea size, maybe mothball size. That would be it. Be the extent of it. Report of a tree down in Franklin with the wind. A shelf cloud up toward Parsons. But that's about it there. There's our call from meteorologist Ray Miller here to kind of give us an update on the severe thunderstorm warning in northwestern portions of Rutherford County. And Ray, we were just kind of chatting here on the Weather Channel about it looks like this storm maybe is losing a bit of its oomph. I don't know if you're seeing the same thing.
Just a little. That is misleading because it's moved right over the two radar towers that have the best view of it, and that sometimes reduces our ability to see exactly how strong the winds are. So it is weakening a little bit, but it's also just in an area where the radar can't get a real clear picture of how strong the winds are. So still, at least a borderline severe thunderstorm. I think 60-mile-an-hour winds are still possible, but more now into eastern parts of Davidson County. The activity that's moving through Rutherford County is just a little bit weaker. But again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, not out of the question now, I would say, in the area north of Smyrna, west of Interstate 840. That would be an area where we may still see a 60-mile-an-hour gust, but the more likely location would be back into eastern parts of Davidson County, east of Nashville, right along Interstate. That would be a greater concern for 60-mile-an-hour winds. And then we continue to watch the storm further to the south, moving out of Bedford County into southern parts of Rutherford County. That one's still likely to 40 to perhaps 50-mile-an-hour winds, so not quite severe, but you're going to get some gusts and some heavy fall down in Overall and Christiana here in the next 15 minutes or so as that storm moves in.
Well, Ray, hopefully we will continue to see things behave as they have. The other thing that we were kind of talking about is the lightning with this part of the storm was kind of up in the Davidson County area. So that those two things may be a little weakening. Still, winds could be the issue here. Not really seeing any hail with this, are you?
Yeah, very, very little in the way of hail. The storm moving out of Bedford County into southern Rutherford County is showing some small hail indications around the Rover area, perhaps a little pea-sized hail, maybe one or two dime-sized hailstones, but nothing severe. A severe hailstone would be one diameter or larger, about the size of a quarter. We're not seeing that with either the southern storm or the one moving to our northwest.
Very good, Ray. Thank you for the update here. Typical summertime thunderstorms around this area, it looks like.
Very much so.
Yeah, that's meteorologist Ray Miller joining us from Weatherology here to keep us updated here. We are kind of looking at the hail product, and that's kind of what he was alluding to. Maybe some small hail, but that's going to be about it. And in terms of North Rutherford County, maybe seeing some around Sam Ridley Parkway, but this is looking so high up into the sky, the radar, it is quite possible that that's not reaching the ground, that it's just kind of suspended there in the air. Okay. They have trimmed back the severe thunderstorm warning. So let me pull this up. Remains in effect until 5:30. We've got another 15 minutes. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Just trying to see the areas. This is north central. But here's the back edge of the polygon right here. So that's the back edge of the polygon. And here's Fate Sanders and Pools Knob. And sometimes it's hard to find the county line, but there it is right up here. So here is the county line kind of zigzagging through. And then goes off of this screen where we have it, kind of runs back in. All right, so this is the area that roughly is in the warning here in Rutherford County. And as you can tell, this darker, I guess, brown color, that is going to be the lake. So this is moving into some pretty rural area. So I think in terms of Smyrna Laverne, it's not like it's not pouring right now, but the winds, the damaging winds, I think we're in good shape there. Okay. And why would it ask me to enable things now? I do not know. I've gone to a wrong screen. There we go. Yeah, and as we were talking about this storm, the severe part of the storm looked like it was maybe causing some issues up in Nashville, and in terms of more issues, more wind. See how much brighter the reds are? Okay. There were some down trees reported there. We'll continue to watch this storm down to the south here as well. Okay. If you're out toward the Stones River Slab, State Route 269 and 231, right near Christiana, Link, Versailles, Rockvale, Windrow, Rockvale High School, Pleasant Hill, overall coming in to you, and Barfield. This is the storm that's coming in from the south. This one is further away from the radar, and once again, maybe losing a bit of its oomph. We'll just have to see. So what we will do is we will leave the radar here for you, okay? And I am going to give you a circle here. Let me pick a good color so you kind of know. Let's go with white. That way you can kind of easily see Rutherford County, and we'll leave the radar looping. So there we go. There's Rutherford County. The radar looping, you'll see a sweep come through. That sweep will update the radar image, and we'll just track these storms on through Rutherford County. But just the very northeastern tip of Rutherford County, from Fate Sanders Marina up on into Wilson County, they have trimmed the severe thunderstorm warning back to that area, okay? So most of our heavily populated area of the county is out of it in terms of the severe thunderstorm warning. Again, the light blue indicates a special weather statement, winds that are below severe levels, okay? Winds below the severe thunderstorm threshold of 60 miles an hour, and hail, any of that would be pea size. Don't really think, if we see any hail, it's going to be small and pretty insignificant. I do want to make sure we reiterate here that there is a power line down at Broad and Medical Center Parkway by the Toots. I'm sure they're working on that right now, and that I'm sure is causing a traffic nightmare. So if you know of anybody that may travel home in that direction, I mean, it is 5:20 drive time after all, you may want to give them a shout, say, hey, we've got this going on, so you may want to take a different route. All right. We'll stick with it until all of this stuff is out of the area. We'll pop back in if there's another warning, if there's something we want to pop in and analyze. So if you want to keep this around and keep the volume up, if you hear my voice, you'll know we're back to give you a brief update. And stay with Rutherford Weather Channel. We'll get this stuff on out of here, and we'll get to some cooler weather tomorrow, thankfully. Cooler, we're talking about low 90s, but cooler, right? Better than what we've dealt with today. I know the weather bug says 93, and that would be in an area that has not seen the rain yet, so I'm sure it will cool off for us just a bit. Okay, so hang in. We'll be here with you, and Rutherford Weather will keep radar going here on the channel here for a while and pop back in if there are any additional special weather statements or warnings to tell you about. Thought we would pop back in to kind of give you an update. The severe thunderstorm warning that was affecting the northwestern small sliver of the county, that is pretty much pushing on into Wilson County. They're going to extend that severe thunderstorm warning on into and outside of the area, Wilson, Trousdale, Sumner, Robertson, Macon counties. A few down tree reports coming in from Davidson County, but nothing coming in from Rutherford County right now. I did want to pass along. I saw this comment on the Facebook feed. Comments that are going on down there. Well, I guess I should turn those down. Whoops, hold on. Let me do that. Delois Palmer, son said they have trees down in their neighborhood, and that's near Kingwood in Murfreesboro, so definitely could have that. And Jerry Stewart, thanks for your comment. I do think that was weather-related. Broad closed between Hooters and Toots. There is a power line down, and there is a pole leaning. We showed a picture of that earlier. And what that was, well, let me see. This storm that's up in Watertown right here, that kind of started just outside of downtown Murfreesboro and moved over the downtown area. And then there was a special weather statement for that. And then that pushed on out. Then the storm that came through Franklin in that neck of the woods and pushed on to the northwest, affecting Smyrna and Laverne. So we did have some winds. Now, it wasn't severe thunderstorm winds, but still winds maybe 40, maybe 50 miles an hour downtown. Heard those here at my house as we were getting ready to go on when the warning was issued. It was enough to make the power flicker and shut everything down. So computers do not like power outages. I have noticed that. So that is something to keep in mind. I will show you a pretty cool feature that we have that, and thanks to all of those, Lisa Bolts, who said from Laverne, gust, wind, rain, but thanks for checking in here on the Rutherford Weather Channel. Nothing too terribly severe going on here. I think just a good old thunderstorm with maybe some gusty winds is what we got here. Thankfully, no big damage, just that power line, Broad Street at Medical Center Parkway, and a few limbs down in the Kingwood subdivision. If you look back in Williamson County, you can see that it is kind of a different color, gray, right? If we click on that, that shows us power outages, and that is a cool part of the technology that we're using from Radar Omega that shows they have a total of 113,000 plus customers in Williamson County. Williamson County would be part of Middle Tennessee Electric. They have 2,331 outages right now in Williamson County. So that was what was coming into Rutherford, and thankfully got below severe limits. So they have about 2.1% of their customers without power there in Williamson County. So that is a pretty cool feature that I haven't been able to show you. Thankfully, we haven't had power outages. Hope we don't have any here in Rutherford County anytime soon, but you just never know. We may. And this may be the last update. I'm going to keep radar going here for a while for those of you who want to kind of continue to watch. Let me do one quick thing here and just kind of do a broad look. This doesn't mean that things are quite over yet. And before we go away, let me pull up. This is the latest HRRR model. Looks like it's a little behind. It is. This is the 5 o'clock time frame here. So let me skip it ahead to 6 o'clock. Probably a little bit delayed and much stronger than what we have going on. Not to say there are not some severe thunderstorms. There's one right there. Let's take this out and see if it shows anything else. Maybe shows some redevelopment back toward the southwest that could affect the county. That's 8 o'clock. Let's jump back to 7. Yeah, there's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, yeah, it kind of fizzles on out after that. Maybe we get something else later on. Don't know if it's going to be strong or severe. But we do know that once that front comes through, it's going to be a little cooler, and that is going to be nice. Let me go ahead and load up back to 14 frames and put this back in motion for you again. We'll leave this going. The storms that there's, I hate to say really even storms, there's maybe a little lightning now showing up on the backside of this, maybe toward Midland, just across the county line, close to the golf course there. But the storm that's pushing into downtown Murfreesboro, probably maybe some gusty winds. But we don't have a lot of lightning with this, and that special weather statement has been allowed to expire as well. So there's no special weather statement, no warning for Rutherford County at this point. So hopefully, maybe just some general thunderstorms rolling through the rest of the evening. But again, here's Rutherford County. You can see the radar going. We'll leave this up here for the next few. And thanks for checking in here with Rutherford Weather. Do us a favor, if you are still listening in, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we're on and going live, and tell any friends, family, fellow weather nerds, fellow folks that you know are weather enthusiasts, what we're doing here. And it's going to be you that help us get the word out of the Rutherford Weather Channel that we're putting together here, or have put together here, and continue to make improvements as we go. And thanks for being in on the early stages of this. We hope it's something that will be informative here for quite some time here for our friends here in Rutherford County. We're all neighbors, so I want to make sure that we have good time, right? And keep safe during storms, things of that nature. I will go ahead and put up here in the top corner, and it'll once my little photo goes away, you'll be able to see it a little better. But this is the live camera atop the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office that Rutherford County Emergency Management Agency has in place. So you can see this is looking from New Salem down to through the downtown area, it looks like at this point. But there you go. Stay with Rutherford Weather Channel. We will stay right here until all this stuff is on out of the area and no severe threat is remaining.